Well, guess what, everybody? You voted. And now we're going to do the InternetAjay video. I miss Ajay. I wish he would come back. He's handsome. You know, I think Ajay could have had a pretty solid career. Everybody ebbs and flows. And when you go through your toughest times with your content, that's when you know, one of two things happens. Either you give up, and sometimes that's okay, because maybe there's no alternative, or you try to innovate. You try to recreate. You try to be a little smarter. And Ajay left, apparently had a job that paid $17 trillion, and he was just doing YouTube for fun. So, whatever. But yeah, he had like an interaction with Turkey Tom, and it just didn't go well for him overall. I think he got really distressed when he was accused of like content thieving or whatever. That is kind of the issue there. You know, he kind of had a meltdown, bro. Listen, here's the thing. He made a big mistake as one of those documentary style content creators or whatever you would call them. Is he became a person. Hey, thank you so much, Brion, for the small guy. He became a person. Like, I'm a person. Sonny V2 is not a person. Patrick CC is not a person. And that's not a criticism on them, but they've decided to kind of be like, hey, here's my content. I'm not really going to engage socially. That's smart. Ajay engaged socially. He was all over Twitter being weird and cringe. He got the attention of some people, and instead of just ignoring them, he decided to lean into it. And he always had kind of a crybaby response. He was always just like, "Oh, you're criticizing me. I guess I'll do whatever you want. You know, at the very least, don't be a puss, you know." And so I think that got to him and made him feel like his content was worse than it was. He started to slip, and that's where we're at. But the reality is, pretty much all content, especially any type of reaction content, which I consider that. Sonny V2 is reaction content. What I do is reaction content. It's all within a realm. It's all shit, okay? I personally think mine's a little better. I try to be a little bit more in depth, but you want to know what? It's all shit. It's all things that you've already heard before. It's all things somebody else is saying. It's all of a copy of each other. When people say, well, you're watching someone else's video, I'm reacting first of all. That's wrong. No one else does that. Everybody does that. Are you kidding me? The first person to make a video, people go, oh, I'm going to watch that video and then recreate it. That's it. The only difference is I'm not fucking ashamed of it. I don't care. I don't give a goddamn, right? And so that's how I feel. So I just went on a whole fucking tangent. But yeah, I don't care. Yeah, we're all staking each other's stuff. That's pretty much all it boils down to. If you don't see that, then you're a silly little goose. So anyway, let's watch this video.
If you've been on YouTube for a long time like me, you'd come.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I stopped increasing the speed of videos for the most part. I do it in some conversational videos. But it's because I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old. Sometimes it's hard for me to hear it. It's weird.
Realize that there is a constant shift of video genres.
True.
Like back in 2016 through 2018 when DIY content was booming on the platform. But now that genre has slowed down. I say this because in 2021, commentary videos, more so rise and fall videos, became extremely popular on the platform.
Yeah, and then also during that time, there was just more views to go around because it was COVID. People were home during COVID. Nobody was really working. They were home consuming, probably at double or triple the rate. Same thing for TikTok. That's why people like myself even blew up in the first place. So
these were videos that were usually focused around an older YouTuber that was on the platform for quite a while.
A Destiny
Then
video.
something would happen which would see them lose a big chunk of their audience, and in turn, they would start to see less and less amount of views with every single upload. Or it could be a creator that blew up and started to have drama and controversy surrounding their name. And that would lead to them losing a lot of their subscribers as well. Now, I've done some of these videos in the past, but I transitioned out of them into some much deeper commentary videos like video essays. What I've come to realize is...
Yeah, I mean, what did he call them? Video essays and Sonny V2 type videos are basically the same, except the essays are just expanded upon, right? It's pretty much the only difference.
Is that it's very rare that a YouTuber will quit YouTube out of the blue. Usually something happens where they get canceled or life events happen.
Well, I feel like for the most part, I feel like most people probably do quit out of the blue. They just fade away and they don't announce their departure. I feel like that's probably the most normal. But at that point, they've fallen off so hard, nobody cares.
But they usually stay on the platform for years if they enjoy YouTube and enjoy the content that they're making. Today, we are talking about a YouTuber that left his...
I don't think anybody enjoys doing YouTube videos. I feel like people enjoy the freedom that comes with being your own boss. But it can be annoying and stressful sometimes, you know? People can be obnoxious. There can be disproportionate... Most of the criticism you get is disproportionate. It can be valid. I'm not saying it's all invalid, but a lot of times it's so disproportionate. It's like obnoxious. And so...
platform when the going got tough and the views started to slow down. InternetAjay was a content creator who started blowing up around the same time that my channel started to generate a small following. And at one point, people in the comment sections were saying that me and him should collaborate on a video together.
You guys should fuck.
But that never happened. And instead, InternetAjay abandoned his channel and his fan base out of the blue and left behind everything he built up and tried to take down another commentary YouTuber at the end of his very last send-off video for his...
maybe that's accurate. I don't know if I would call him trying to take him down. I felt like he was just kind of crying about him. But like, you know what? Maybe that's fair because I think he brought up the old saying the N word. I think Turkey Tom used to be pretty liberal about that. But you know, he's a white kid that plays COD. I mean, if anything, he's the real victim. All right. Like, I mean, it was never my fault that I would ever say bad words when I was younger. Because I grew up on an online era. I was groomed by the internet, dude. Is it really my fault, or am I just a victim of systemic video gaming? Think about that for a second. Fucking think about that one. Think about that one, you fucking woke pieces of shit. Huh? Who's the real victim? I'm the victim of racism. Okay? Okay.
Channel. Today we speak about the circumstances that led up to Ajay leaving the internet altogether. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like at the end of the video and please subscribe to the channel. I
think he became like a taxi driver or something, right? That's what made him leave.
Ajay created his channel on May 18th of 2020 and uploaded his very first video onto his YouTube channel just a couple days later on May 20th. This first video covered the rise and fall of Lonely Girl 15. This first video piqued the interest of viewers that were browsing the home screen of YouTube, and as of today, that video received over...
I think Ajay missed the mark on doing a rise and fall of Papa Gut video and just trying to slander me, dude. That was the problem.
Over 550,000 views. Now again,
but the problem is like there's most of my videos don't even exist on the internet. It's like hard to even do a rise and fall of me, you know? Sad stuff.
At a time where users were searching for rise and fall videos on the platform. Shit, even before I uploaded my first rise and fall video onto my channel, I was intrigued with this type of content as well. It was nostalgic, and InternetAjay covered creators that I and many others never heard of before. After the video on Lonely Girl 15, Ajay uploaded videos on Beijing Canadian and Morgan Freeman. Then he'd upload a video on Ice Poseidon. Now, if you don't know who Ice Poseidon is, well,
he's a pretty chill guy. Because his name is Ice. He's also a gross piece of shit that, yeah, like lured us, tried to like do something weird with a sex worker. Like, I don't even understand the joke. They pulled her into that room or that hotel, offered her $500, and then they said, you're being filmed in here, but they didn't tell her that she was going to be filmed while doing the act in the bedroom, and then they were going to like jump out and scare her or something weird. Like, what a weird guy. It's just a fucking, like, just a creep. That's it.
Because today I'll give you a small summary of who he is. Ice Poseidon was one of the biggest IRL streamers back in the day until he started to take things a bit too far. This led to him being arrested multiple times, being raided, and then was eventually exposed by CoffeeZilla for scamming his investors out of $5 million. Now, more recently, he saw himself in even more controversy when he hired an escort to a man's hotel room so they can live stream the interaction over on Kick. And when the escort tried to leave the hotel room, the man tried to stop her from leaving. This would lead to Ice Poseidon trying to defend himself over on Twitter, where he'd state that the escort was cool with them live streaming it. And there you have it, a short summary of—
which isn't true. She was cool with them live streaming in here, right? In this room, but they were hiding in this room, so that's presumably they were going to have sex in this room, right? And so that's where it gets gross.
Ice Poseidon and what he's been doing over the past couple of years. I'll leave it up to you in the comments below on if you want me to go deeper into the Ice Poseidon lore. Now, after this video on Ice Poseidon, InternetAjay started to cover other streamers who were associated with Ice during his time live streaming. This led to some of Ajay's biggest videos, like the incredible rise of Asian Andy, the IRL streamer who played any donation in public, the rise and fall and rise again of Mexican Andy, from creepy insult to Chad, And finally, the rise and fall of Burger Planet from IRL streamer to ruin.
Ooh, I like burgers. Who's that guy?
Like many casual YouTube users like myself back in the day, I had no clue who these content creators were, especially because they were on different platforms.
What I remember they didn't force her to say. Well, when she tried to leave, they tried to block the door. So yeah, kind of. You could probably argue, which is gross. It's just shitty. It's inappropriate. And you could argue like, well, they paid her $500 and she was trying to get her money back. No, that's not how it works. If you set an appointment, you don't get all your money back, bro. I don't know what you want me to tell you. You shouldn't have been trying to do something weird with this girl under false pretenses of recording the actual sexual act, which she did not consent to. So I don't.
So I and many others were intrigued with the videos and to learn about these creators. InternetAjay grew quickly, and within a matter of a few months, InternetAjay surpassed 100,000 subscribers on his channel, with his biggest video at the time being one talking about FPS Russia that accumulated over 1.5 million views as of today. InternetAjay had a stretch of videos that received close to 1 million views in the spring of 2021, starting with a video titled The Rise and Fall of I'm JStation from 3 AM YouTuber to Arrested, featuring Diesel patches.
What a weird way to interact on the internet though, right? I mean, there's criticism to make about all content, but it's so weird when you constantly bring up someone else's past, isn't it? Like, it can be constructive, of course. There can be times where it's constructive. I'm not saying that it's never constructive, right? But I'm just saying, it is a little weird when, especially if somebody's moved on from it 5-10 years ago, and you just make another video bringing it back up. Because it's so terminally online. It's such an online thing to do. In the real world, we'll do bad things, and you usually move on from it relatively quickly. You'll have a bad interaction, you'll have a bad altercation, things will happen, and you kind of move on from it, and you grow, and you become a better person. But on the internet, it's like if you do something bad, like you're just fucked for life. That's it, forever. And some people will engage with that information as if it is like just current, you know, as if it happened yesterday. It's just such a weird way that I feel like we engage on the internet sometimes. Is there fucking meat I could buy? What the hell?
And ending that stretch of videos with a video about the recent drama surrounding EDP 445. During this period of extreme growth, InternetAjay uploaded a video to his channel speaking about the rise and fall of Keemstar. During this video, he spoke about the past controversies that Keemstar found himself in and how Keemstar had a worse reputation during 2021 than what he had back in Keem's early years on the platform. At first, Keemstar didn't
why do you keep showing attractive black men?
Than what he had back in Keem's early years on the platform.
What the fuck is this? I feel like I saw this twice. What's happening? You know what?
At first, Keemstar didn't reply.
Jay probably did it. I don't know.
To this video. This was true up until InternetAjay found himself in a bit of a situation. During 2021, cryptocurrency was popping off, and it seemed like everyone was trying to get in on it. This was the same for InternetAjay. But in May of 2021, Ajay tweeted out a statement saying that he lost all of his life savings. He'd posted an in-depth tweet longer explaining the scam, so let me read it to you right now. Well, never thought I would be making one of these, but here I am. At first, I wasn't going to talk about this at all, but I decided it was important to raise awareness. Okay, so a few weeks ago, I found out a scammer took 20,000 to 25,000 USD from my life savings. I was devastated, confused, and cried for a solid 2 days. Luckily, my friends helped put things into perspective. Basically, I had 20 to 25k USD of cryptocurrency on my phone in a wallet called Atomic Wallet. I, new to crypto, was recommended another wallet called the Moon Wallet by a friend. I went to download it from my Android. Link below, do not click it. Oddly, it took 3 days to download, which was weird because the Atomic took 2 minutes. At first, everything was okay because my money was currently unavailable for withdrawal. It was being unstaked. Staked means you put it into a staking pool to collect interest. It can't be withdrawn while staked. If you unstake, it takes 2 weeks before you can withdraw. I had unstaked it 2 weeks ago, and it was going to be available for withdrawal the same day after I found out Elon Musk was going to be hosting SNL.
Oh, wow. Fun. Weird.
Perfect.
Weird
I thought I was going to buy Dogecoin. It was at 31 to 34 cents at the time, and I knew it would go up. I stayed up all night waiting for the moment my funds would be unstaked so I could buy Dogecoin. Then it became available. I clicked withdraw funds and put in my address to withdraw it. But before I could hit send, it was suddenly gone. Someone had withdrawn my funds a split second faster than I could have. I contacted Atomic support and posted on Reddit about the issue. I later found out that someone had gotten access to my account and transferred money to their wallet. I tracked it and saw it went to like 4 to 6 different wallets, then was withdrawn. This, I knew, was a sign of a scam. It didn't accidentally get delivered to someone. I didn't accidentally put in the wrong address to withdraw it. I saw a Subordinary Gamers video who talked about how this is how scammers operate, as crypto trackable but not stoppable. I couldn't cancel it.
That's fucked up. Hey, thank you so much, Barbarian Babe, for the 5 Papa Gut memberships. Much appreciated. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
The transaction.
I mean that. I don't know if my tone is coming off like ingenuine. I do mean that. I really appreciate that.
Do anything. My 20 to 25K was gone. I cried. I was angry. I didn't understand. It took me days to realize what likely happened. I, like a dumbass, was afraid of losing the 12 words of my Atomic Wallet. The 12 words are a specific set of words that Atomic Wallet gives you so you can recover your wallet if you lose your phone with the wallet on it or something. Well, since I was afraid of losing the 20 to 25K in case my shitty Samsung Galaxy S9 broke, I screenshotted the 12 words on my phone. I then realized the Moon wallet I thought was real was a scam. I believe they downloaded my images on my phone and found the 12 words and recovered it. That's why.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I would forget 12. I can't even remember 12 words from 12 seconds ago, so I guess that makes sense, but that's really fucked up. Damn, man. That's why I don't know. I feel like all this shit is so fucking shady. Like, that's what makes me so apprehensive about doing crypto stuff or anything. I mean, unless it was through a legit dealer. Because it's just fucking spooky, you know? Just spooky.
Why it took 3 days to download. I think they used a bot to withdraw a split second faster than I could. Alternatively, they could have hacked my phone with malware and forced withdrawing it. I don't know what happened for sure. I just know my money is gone. There is no internet police. I could be dying of fucking leukemia and needed the money for chemo. The scammers do not know and do not care. I was devastated. I was mad at myself for being such a moron. The 20 to 25K was my life savings. I saved for 2 to 3 years for it. I worked hard investing into options trading to make some of it. I even...
Is that hard work, investing into options trading? I mean, maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know.
Cut costs and lived very frugally to save it up when I could have been enjoying life more. All of that time was gone in an instant.
Yeah, Jay, you could have been going to Disney all the time. That would have been cool, I guess. I don't know.
I emailed Atomic Wallet support, who took 5 days to get back to me and said there was nothing that they could do. I emailed a crypto...
They're in on it, dude. They're in on it.
...currency recovery company who flat out told me that 20 to 25K USD is not enough money to make it worth their time. Like, WTF. This is where things get better. I did not recover the money. I don't know who took it and never will. I told my friend who invested in crypto for years about the situation. He told me, "Hey Ajay, I once had a portfolio of 500K in 2017 after investing in Bitcoin/crypto. Then in 2018, it became 30K, but I waited until 2021 and now it's..."
Oh, thank you so much for the gifted sub, Angry Toast. Thank you so much. I love you.
750K. I then realized that, wow, in the grand scheme of things, 20K is nothing. I still have my arms and legs. I don't have leukemia and don't need expensive chemotherapy. Yes, I had a major setback, but it just means I need to be smarter. I need to work hard to save up that money again. I need to keep my investments more secure. I feel sick to my stomach. Some piece of shit did this to me and doesn't even care. It sucks, but nothing I can do about it. No point fretting. So I am going to make positive changes. For one, I'm getting rid of my...
Imagine they did care. Imagine they were so sad they wanted to give it back, but they didn't want to get caught, you know? I mean, Jay, what if they were about to give it back and then you complaining made them not want to give it back to you? Think about it. Maybe it's your fault. Maybe it's your fault after all, pussy. Just kidding.
My Android and never using one again. I think a lot of these scam softwares aren't iOS compatible. 2, I am keeping all my crypto on KuCoin or Coinbase. I will never withdraw to a wallet again. 3, I am taking this experience as an opportunity to be thankful. I am thankful for ability. I know I have the ability to keep grinding hard and try to save up the 20...
I'm being thankful for disability. Disability to make that fucking bread, baby. Woo!
To 25K again. I work full time. I am also monetized on YouTube. It might take several months, but I think I can do it. I will still invest in crypto and will be much more cautious. So what's my point with all this? It's not to write a feel sorry for me story. Trust me, I don't want pity.
I mean, it just sounds like he's complaining on the internet and coping, but like in a positive way. It's like, oh, 20K, like there's a positive cope. It's like, oh, I lost all this money, which sucks, and I wanted to vent about it. But you know what? I'll make it back. I'll work even harder. I'm not going to give up. Never give up. You know, never back down. Never. What is it that you said? That's how he's feeling. And I respect it.
It's not what I want right now. Support would be nice, but not pity. My point is to make you aware of the dark side of cryptocurrency. It's full of scams. Like, what's crazy is I went to Telegram after I got robbed looking for help since Atomic Wallet had a 92-hour wait for support. I found a group called Atomic Wallet Official Support with 30K members. I messaged one of the 2 support admins and told her that 20 to 25K was gone from my wallet and I wanted it back. She then sent me a link and had me type in my 12 words to reset my wallet. She also asked me to send 4K to help stimulate my wallet. I gave my
This sounds like a scam.
12 words, but didn't send any more money to it only because I didn't have 4K, lol. I lost it all. I then found out the next day when I went on Reddit that this too was a scam. Like WTF, scam.
All right, bro, come on, man. Come on, bro. You really let yourself get scammed twice, my man? I mean, the second one, like you didn't think that didn't sound weird to you? You're like, hey, give me your 12 words and $4,000 to stimulate your wallet. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't even make sense, dude. Why would you need to do that? Dude, this guy's a little goose. He's a silly little man. Why the fuck would you do that, you silly little asshole? That's just so fucking dumb, bro. You're so dumb. That's so fucking dumb, dude. What the fuck? Oh my god. Dude, that second one is so bad. Why would they, if they were the support for the thing, why would they need your 12 words? Like fucking Bible or something. Give me your 12 words. That's... My brother in Christ.
Scams are everywhere. Be wary of your cryptocurrency. Never give up your 12 words to anyone. Check the reviews of all wallets and software before downloading any apps. Period. Oh, and don't screenshot your 12 words for your wallet on your phone. Write it down on a piece of paper. Now, when this information first came out, Keemstar would quote tweet Ajay saying the rise and fall of your bank account. Now, I don't have the screenshots because Ajay deleted all of his tweets on his Twitter account.
That's kind of funny, I guess. I would just ignore it at that point. Why would, like, he should have just never responded to it.
A couple weeks after announcing his retirement from YouTube. So I'll have Tom Dark explain the screenshots during his first video on InternetAjay.
Rise and fall of your bank account. Now this is a very mean joke, right? But it's ultimately innocuous. It's not a big deal. Ajay makes rise and fall videos about people all the time. He should be able to take a little joke. But he did not.
Yeah, sure.
Not take this well at all. Instead, he played the victim on Twitter, saying, Keemstar's replied to me after I got scammed out of 25,000 USD. I don't feel ashamed or bad. I learned from the dangers of cryptocurrency. If you want to shit on a creator 1/50th of your size for legit getting robbed, go ahead, dude, lol.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's probably, that's just a weak response. You could have just said like horizon fall of your hairline or something as like a response back, and you would have been good. That's what you could have done.
Brion became a member.
Oh, I didn't have the alerts playing the whole time. What the fuck? I'm pissed. You know, but instead you got a little too vulnerable on the internet. You can't be doing that, brother. You can't be getting vulnerable.
Barbarian_babe just gifted 5 memberships.
We're gonna have to go through this, guys. It's almost done. Okay, don't worry. Yeah.
Hware became a member.
Thank you so much, guys.
Shauna Jordan became a member.
Oh yeah, that's because of the gifted subs. I'm just trying to get to this most recent one that somebody
Joey
did.
Mungus super chatted $2. Gay son or thought daughter.
I mean, it's always gonna be the gay son. Like, I don't even know why people ask
Joey
that
Mungus super chatted $2.
Oh, he did it twice.
Gay son or thought daughter.
Stop! What the fuck's happening? Oh, these are replays. So you kept donating. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that conversation. That's a weird. Like, I see that question. But like, who wants a thought daughter? Like a gay son, that dude's just gay. It's all good. But a thought daughter, like what the fuck? Like that's crazy. You know? I'd rather someone else's daughter be a thought, so I can. I don't know. I'm being stupid. Okay. All right. An of age daughter, dude. Relax. Like my wife is someone's daughter. She's a thought for me. But yeah, man, gay son, 1,000%. 1,000%.
Firstly, the size of your channel should have nothing to do with Keemstar making fun of you. You post stuff online.
Yeah, that's the punching down thing, and I think it's sad when people do the punching down stuff. I appreciate the donation. I wasn't shitting on you for the question, by the way. I was just being a little silly. But I feel like that, you know, you're never gonna win with a you're punching down argument. It's just like it's so weak, you know. It's just so fucking weak.
About other creators and make videos about their rise and fall. People can make fun of you back.
Especially if you're gonna be that guy that does talk. I mean, listen, if you're gonna talk shit, you have to be ready to get hit. Like, same here, man. I talk shit too. I don't do like. I mean, I do. Like, I'm sitting here criticizing fucking rise and fall videos. I've reacted to like so many Ajay videos. So it's like I'm basically doing it myself, just with less effort. So it's like, you know, if people talk shit, they talk shit, man. You deserve it. You deserve to feel it, you know?
People can criticize you back. You don't get to escape this because, oh, the big bad Keemstar. Stop being a pussy. Secondly, if you're not ashamed of losing $25,000, then there is something very, very wrong with you. Losses from investing his life savings.
Damn, but Jay just gave people content with this tweet, and I loved it because I talked about it too. But Jay just gave people content, man. All he had to do is not respond to any criticism, and nobody would have cared.
Into degenerate, worthless.
In fact, if he had just retweeted it or whatever they call that on Twitter, he would have looked like a funny, cool guy.
Angie Toaster super chatted $1.99. Don't forget to send money to Papa.
Yeah, thanks. You don't have to send money to me. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it.
Coins over the next few weeks. Some are talking about my L with Doge as if I made the worst decision ever. At least I talk about my losses publicly on Twitter. 2, I got greedy and didn't sell at 71 cents. 3, I lost about 2K of the 16K I put in. That's not that big in investment terms. Life moves on. Imagine investing $16,000 in fucking Dogecoin, like, and actually thinking you're gonna get a return off of this, and when you lose, you're like, oh, geez, this is crazy. I guess this is the dangers of crypto.
No, I'm pretty sure Jay stopped uploading videos in general. I don't know if he does crypto now. My understanding, he's got like an office job that he's been bragging about. So
currency.
Now, after this, Augie RFC and Nicholas Diorio invited Keem to speak about the situation on Discord, and he'd say this about the drama.
Lose my goddamn mind.
Oh,
okay.
no.
There's this for the viewers, right? There's this commentator. His name's AJ, right? And dude, apparently, what's the story?
His name is Ajay.
Fucking downloaded some scam app, right? Moon Wallet? Who the fuck has ever heard of Moon Wallet in cryptocurrency? Like, he downloads some bullshit called Moon Wallet.
It's probably right,
and then
dude.
like goes and buys Dogecoin with it. The whole wallet was a scam and just stole his money. He lost $25,000 and he puts out this tweet saying that he was crying
and he almost lost another 4K, that dumbass, you know? It's so sad.
All upset about it, right? It was his life savings. Keep in mind, this is a YouTuber that does research, allegedly. He does research on other YouTubers and has a series called The Rise and Fucking Fall of So-and-so YouTuber, right? So he made a rise and fall of Keemstar, which makes no sense because I've never fallen, and we'll get to that in a moment. But I see that he loses this money, so I tweet at him, and I go, rise and fall of your bank account, you fucking clown. And he got all mad and fucking quote tweeted me and started crying like he was some fucking victim. Long story short, I'm starting to get some clapback from some of his fans that are tweeting at me saying that his video wasn't that negative towards me. And I'm like, yeah, right. I didn't watch the video, but I skimmed through it. It's like anything I've ever done. Me calling Alex, whatever, getting the story wrong about the old man. I mean, everybody knows the fucking Keemstar did this and Keemstar did that and Keemstar. Everybody, this is what this video is about. My biggest problem with it is I did not fucking fall. It should be the rise and rise of Keemstar. Or maybe the rise and fall of Keemstar and rise again.
Yeah, but his video wasn't a hit piece. His video wasn't like a hit piece on you.
I don't care. I didn't watch it, but I don't like the title. All right?
Okay.
So anyhow, he
Man,
like
we're just droning on. It's just yapping.
half apologizes to me on Twitter and says, we got off on the wrong foot. I'd like to talk to you, right? So as you know, you set up a chat with me on Discord, in this very Discord chat actually. And fucking I go in there and AJ's there and I'm like, hello. And he doesn't say anything. And I go, hello. He goes, can you hear me? I go, yeah, I can hear you. He wanted me to lead this conversation. Bro, I'm here based on your request. What do you got to say? So he goes, yeah, I think we got off on the wrong foot. He goes, you know, the video I didn't make was negative. And I go, let me stop you off right there. I go, you titled your video, The Rise and Fall of Keemstar. I have not fallen. Like, I have not fallen at all.
Yeah, but to
Now,
be fair,
instead
Keem
of
has
just
his
saying,
title scheme on every video he uploads.
okay, but he didn't
Yeah,
tell
just be like, yes, my title, brother. Sorry, cope. Like, who cares?
me that was his title scheme on every upload. He decided to defend that point and said, well, in my opinion, you have fallen since back then. And I go, what, back when I had 1,200 subscribers? And he goes, well, I think more people hate you now. I go, you think more people hate me now in 2021 than in 2016? He goes, yes. I go, are you fucking insane? To try to say that I'm more hated now than I was back then.
Why? Why would a Jay even engage in this absolute brain rot, fucking dumb conversation? Like, there's this whole thing is just so stupid. None of this is like productive or constructive or interesting at all. It's just like, what was the point of it in the first place? You know, the fuck.
That's laughable.
After this, things went back to normal. Ajay went back to
There
making
we go. Jesus Christ. I mean, what? That was just dumb. Like, what's the whole point? So Ajay lost money. He complained about it on the internet. Understandable. Then somebody made an innocuous joke about him. He cried about it. Then he decided to have a Discord conversation with the person to what? To bury the hatchet on nothing. Like, what the fuck? Cares?
cringy tweets on Twitter, and also started his own dating show on Twitch. Sadly, I don't have any clips of
He should have committed to the dating show.
it, but I know for a fact that it happened mostly because it was on a Tom Dark video. But after the summer was over and the fall time was in full swing, Tom Dark uploaded a video speaking about InternetAjay titled InternetAjay is Desperate and Cringy. This video went over his cringy side on Twitter and how he was desperate to get a girlfriend from doing YouTube. He'd also touch on the fact that InternetAjay was not able to handle criticism and how Ajay's ego was very fragile, and even a joke could spiral him out of control.
Ajay gets
Yeah, kind of true, man.
sensitive a lot on Twitter. Ajay responded to a content creator called Sneeko making fun of his outfit. I then
What did he say?
a lot on Twitter. Ajay responded to a
Bro, this is a fire pick, but you look like you came home from a shift at Papa John's.
content creator called Sneeko making fun of his outfit. I then responded with something kind of ridiculous saying that no one loves him and he didn't go to VidCon. So I poked a little bit of fun at him for it, right? He then responded by saying, didn't you get canceled for saying the N-word? How's that going for you? Really? You had to go
Beast, dude. Get him. Get him. Get him with that stuff. Okay.
there, Ajay. I triggered you that bad. Like, do you think this is like a massive own to me? Do you think I'm gonna cry over this? Pushing aside the fact that this was out of left field, it's going pretty good to be honest. I can't complain right now. But to me, it is kind of weird that Ajay was so easily just set off and triggered by this one reply, where I thought it was kind of obvious that I was joking. But maybe you're not convinced by this instance, okay? I assure you, this is not a personal grievance. This is a common thing. Let's look at this next tweet from Ajay. I'm fucking disgusted by creators who tell smaller and aspiring creators filthy lies and discourage them. Don't be stopped by some cuck trying to stop you from taking their job. You can do it. Don't give up.
What does this mean? I don't know. What is the? What's the? Is this coded? Is this a J core right now? I'm disgusted by creators who tell us smaller filthy lies and discourage them. What the fuck does that mean?
Make that video. Tell me, Ajay, who did this to you? Who hurt you? Because I will place a bet for $50.
Is he trying to refer to a Keemstar there? I guess that's what it seems like, but I don't see the parallel in that situation. I don't understand.
Right now. That's some hard-earned YouTube cash, okay? I might not make $50 on this video considering the
Or maybe it is Tom Dark. I don't know.
the amount of cringe content in here. It may get limited ads. I'm betting $50 that this did not happen. You created a fake scenario to virtue signal to your audience. This is nothing. Write a perfectly generic motivational tweet. Invent a situation that does not exist and include a villain to reinforce the concept.
Yeah, guys. Don't be discouraged by smelling your own balls. I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes somebody once told me that, oh, don't do that. But I'm sitting here and I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But this is the reality for guys. Sometimes I'll go down there and I'll take a whiff. And I'll take a smell. Oh, that's stinky. You know, but then I get another whiff because for some reason I'm drawn to the smell. I don't really get it. It's really bizarre.
Click, tweet, and bask in glory. Too true, Tabor. I must agree with you. Tell me, how did Ajay respond to this tweet, okay? How did he decide to go about this? OMG, dude. This isn't generic, nor did I invent the situation. You are clearly bitter that I unfollowed you and literally quote tweet and comment negative shit on anything I write. Get a fucking life. This is why no one likes you.
Why not just not post on Twitter? Like, I feel so Twitter is so dumb and toxic. Like, what's the point there? I just don't really get it. Ajay's alluring, or you mean alluding to alluding to Tyrion Tom's private life. Is that true? Okay.
He's so mad. He's so fucking mad. I promise you, Ajay, no one cares about your follow that much.
This video on Ajay came out in November of 2021. And after this, Ajay tweeted out, "Just realized how cringy my tweets were. Moving on now." This was his response to the video. And after that, Ajay barely tweeted about anything, practically falling victim to the criticism instead of embracing it and
But yeah, you should just stop tweeting about anything. Just stop using Twitter. It's toxic. That's a positive thing.
changing his tweeting habits. Heading into
Yeah, just change your stop tweeting. Stop being so terminally online. Like,
2022, the landscape of YouTube started to change. In the beginning of the year, rise and fall videos were still generating a good amount of views, but it started to slow down.
they're doing all right. People like Sunny V2. I think it's just that there are so many people flooding the market, and Sunny V2 is, whether you like him or not, and I'm not a particular fan of him, the best like rise and fall type content creator. So that's pretty much all it is.
During the summer of that year, InternetAjay went from generating around 500,000 views per video to around 260,000 to 350,000 views per video. And his
Still
videos
base.
started to feature YouTubers who have
Better than anybody else. Well, there's also only so much rise and fall content you can do. I mean, after you go through the gambit of people, it kind of gets boring and old, and you have to do something different.
been covered relentlessly on YouTube.
I just wrote on my anatomy flashcards in the Papa. What the fuck does that mean? I'm so confused.
This was also around the same time where people started to call him out for shoddy work. Like when he made a video on Chris Chan, who has had years of videos made on them, but InternetAjay's video was only around 18 minutes long, which wasn't long enough to grow.
Well, yeah, who cares? That's like, again, that's a dumb criticism for people to have. That's at the point where Ajay is just kind of in the firing line, and part of that is because he complains, or not even that he complains, but he'll be susceptible to the firing line because he'll be upset about dumb shit. He'll respond too much to the criticism. Excuse me, I have a yawn. You know, it's like one of those things where just like don't respond to it. That's his content though, right? That's one of the themes of his content. It's like when people will be like, hey, you know, you didn't do enough research on this topic. And it's like, usually my content is doing the research, right? I go through a video. We kind of explore together. That's how I do my content. And that's how I prefer my content, because I enjoy doing it like that. I just kind of make a video. I talk about something. I learn about it with people. I go through the different, you know, thoughts, feelings, and perspectives on different particular topics, hearing particular information for the first time. Like, that is my content. And it's just like, at what point does it just get stupid? Where people are just, they're complaining because they're fucking dumb babies. That's pretty much it. And most of the time, like, I made a video I did a Jubilee video about Blair White or whatever, and I was critical of Blair White, whatever, and people are crying about it. They're like, Papa God, I thought you were more open-minded, blah, blah, some dumb shit, idiots, dumb people saying dumb shit. But not a single person gave me a legit criticism of like, hey, this thing that you said was wrong, or hey, I didn't agree with this. Nobody said that. Everybody's just complaining that they just didn't like what I had to say, right? So it's just not even really worth responding to people, because they're dumb fucking morons most of the time that won't actually tell you the problem that they had with your stuff. So just don't engage with it. People are fucking idiots. It's not even really worth it. It's not even really worth interacting with most of these people. You know, it's just not, frankly.
Grasp the concept of the lore behind Chris Chan and the many things they found themselves in. The quality of the videos started to go down, and it seemed like he would do the bare minimum of research in order to release a video. And it was pretty much all the bigger dramas and controversies that surrounded this YouTuber, or the YouTuber that he was talking about, instead of the smaller things, which made for a shorter video. But
usually when people say you didn't research enough for a video, I don't respect that person. Because they're just parroting another fucking moron who complains like, you didn't do enough research. It's not really you didn't do enough research video. It's like, oh, you got a particular thing wrong. It's not constructive. It's not like a, hey, this or that is incorrect. You're just parroting a dumb fucking phrase from a fucking moron that nobody respects anyway. So if you're parroting that, like, again, I don't respect you. If you say, Papa God, I don't like this, or this, oh, now we're talking. We're having a conversation. But again, most of the time, it's not that. It's just people crying and complaining because they can't deal with differences of opinion or different perspectives or like a different style of content or something. And it's just not even worth caring about at all.
Didn't really go over everything that happened with that specific creator, leaving out a big chunk of history while he was going over that creator. For April Fool's Day, he'd upload a rise and fall video on himself, making fun of the fact that he was Indian. During this video, he'd have other creators within the community take shots at him, which was pretty cool if I'm being completely honest, and it made for a pretty good video. But shortly after this, the views started to fall off even more, and in attempts to fix this issue, InternetAjay changed his thumbnails and videos. During the fall of 2022, we'd start to see similarities between Ajay's thumbnails and Sunny V2's. On the screen right now was an example I had in my phone from about a year ago. Because Sunny's channel started to take off and Ajay's channel started to stagnate, Ajay thought it would be a good idea to take some inspiration from Sunny's videos and his thumbnails. But even before this, Ajay started to copy the thumbnails of Sunny V2 and Patrick CC. This behavior started to be called out in Ajay.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if you're going to make a shift and start using thumbnail styles that are like somebody else like that, I mean, it's probably not a great move, but just commit to it. Or don't. If you get credit, I mean, I just at this point, this is the problem. Is the problem is Ajay's too vocal, and it's just not his thing. Hey, thank you so much for the medium gut, brother. I really appreciate that. He's just too vocal, and he doesn't know how to handle criticism. And so again, he should have just went with Sunny V2. Don't respond to any of it, or you need to be good at engaging in the conversation, which you're just not. So, he's just a fucking goober, man. He's just what the fuck? What the hell did I just do? What the hell was that? Yeah, man, like if you're gonna take the thumbnails, just commit to it. But he responds to every bit of criticism. I remember that. Like, I don't know, it's just fucking dumb. Keep on the grind, man.
His comment section with commenters writing, I can see him copy.
But I feel like, why would you want to copy the thumbnail styles of somebody else anyway? Because then they're looking in their algorithm for, like, let's say it's Sunny V2 and you see a thumbnail that looks like Sunny V2 and you click on it, you see it's a J. Like, wouldn't you just click off it and be like, oh, that's not Sunny V2, fuck this guy? Or I guess the logic is, no, you would be more inclined to stick with that person. It's like, oh, you already clicked on the video, so maybe you might as well watch. I don't know.
Being Sunny V2 thumbnail style out of desperation. And why redo Sunny V2's video? Disappointed by you, bro. It doesn't even contain any new info. Plus, you didn't even take his response into account properly. And we know your channel is dying, but stealing Sunny V2 thumbnails and ideas is not a good look. Sadly, these weren't the only comments on this video, and it only got worse. So it's just,
the comments are so annoying because if Jay kept going, he probably could have bounced back if he had just done. That's part of the part of the thing is when you get quote unquote canceled or when you get criticism, your response to it. So people have highs and lows. Like I'm in a low right now, but hey, listen, it's just an opportunity to innovate, bro. That's all it is. Okay, it's an opportunity to innovate, Jay. What are you doing, brother?
With people saying his channel was dying and how they couldn't wait to see a rise and fall video of his own channel. After being called out for copying Sunny V2's video topics and thumbnails, Ajay would tweet out and post on his community tab this statement saying, "Want to acknowledge I messed up. My views have been down since algorithm hasn't promoted me in months. I thought..."
Bro, come on. Again, the algorithm hasn't promoted me in months. I don't think it's the algorithm, brother. It might just be you, my man. It might just be you. Yeah, people have copied thumbnail themes for the history. Yeah, of course, absolutely. I used to have that horrible thumbnail theme where I put my overlay over it. And then I started doing simpler shit. And I did it because I saw Abin Preach's thumbnails. I'm like, oh, this is really basic and simple. And I like that. So I started, like, they just do like a box. It's just like half the screen is one thing, the other half the screen is another thing, and they have text. I'm like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Not necessarily just, two things. But I'm going to kind of do that. I'm going to put a little text in there, blah, blah, blah. There's a difference. I think there's a difference between copying and drawing inspiration. I think that sometimes you could look at somebody else and go like, oh, they're doing something that's interesting. Maybe I'll try that out as well. I don't think it has to be this like really deep thing, but he made it a deep thing,
By mirroring Sunny V2, it would help. Realized I took too much. I need to work on being more creative. Deeply sorry, thumbnails changed. This statement seems robotic and that he really didn't care too much about the situation.
He'd text. I don't think it seems robotic. I just think that he's stressing too much about dumb shit.
Have grammar errors and blamed his content slowing down in views due to the algorithm.
That's true.
After this, he would change the thumbnails on his videos, but this didn't change the situation. He'd lose subscribers and people constantly brought up him stealing content. He'd switch up his content once more and spoke about celebrities like Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and Tiger Woods. But when that once again didn't fix his falling viewership, he'd post this statement to his community tab. I will be retiring from YouTube around...
I mean, what about, like, he should have just committed to that. They were different. Like, why not? That's another problem. Like I said before, like, how much, when you do this type of content, but you run out of shit to talk about, right? And so you got to talk about different stuff. And again, Sunny V2 seemed to have done it pretty well. I mean, the views aren't amazing, but you know, you got like they're still not that bad. There's other people who would kill for the amount of views that you're pulling. You know, 40K, it's not terrible. Should have just committed to it, my opinion.
In May of 2023, I got a new job and want to focus on it full time. Up until now, I have been both working and doing YouTube for the past 3 years.
Whoa.
I had an incredible run. As a rise and fall YouTuber, I think it's important to end on a high note. I'll do my best to bring my content back to the top and will spend the next 3 months focusing only on YouTube so I can end with a bang. Thanks for supporting me. Get ready for a ride. This was posted around February of 2023, and Jay uploaded just 4
I know I've said this before, but I think there's also a problem where people will announce their like actions too much, and we all do it. On it's usually not smart. Like you don't have to announce everything. You know, I understand announcing when you want to leave, and all that. I get that, but you know, you don't have to announce everything. Sometimes you can just make changes without announcing shit. They don't have to fucking explain everything to everybody.
4 more times before he'd upload his final video on his channel. The last video was a rise and fall video on himself. Now this video rubbed me the wrong way. He makes it seem like YouTube was nothing to him and how it was beneath him. He'd state that he got a new job in New York doing investment banking, but it comes off as him trying to be this big hotshot, and ultimately
it's a cope. It's him trying to be like, I'm really popular, fuck you, like, I'm better, I'm better than you guys. I'm better than this. He's just coping. He's upset, right? Like, of course he'd rather do YouTube. Probably making more money at his height than anything else. So.
Kind of insane to me and ironic that he would be like an investment banker when he lost $25,000 in cryptocurrency. At the end of the video, he'd try to bring down
Apparently he only put $2,000 into it, so I guess he did a good job investing.
Tom Dark as well by bringing up some of the things that happened in his past.
And gained some unwanted attention. A YouTuber named Turkey Tom called him out for it on his second channel, Tom Dark. Tom had a long history of using the N-word and was exposed by D'Angelo Wallace in a video.
Oh, was he really? I'm not a big fan of D'Angelo Wallace, so. Let's see. I'm not sorry. What is this? What is the video that he goes after him for? I'm kind of curious.
Hey, just as
Yeah, this guy looks a little goofy.
a quick heads up, in this video I'm talking about someone named Michael Giacchino.
I don't care anymore. I lost interest. Okay.
Pointed out videos in which Tom had been documented saying stuff like burn the name
Jesus Christ.
publicly. My new name is going
Man,
to
at least do that privately, right? I'm just kidding. Oh my god, get off the screen!
be niggers. I hate niggers. Oh well, I'll eventually call someone a nigger too many times, or I'll bully someone enough. I doubt you'll hate me. Niggers don't talk, they just say chicken.
I don't know. Probably if the entire video is just going. I didn't think you guys were live. I looked at Augie's channel and I was like, oh, he's not. Kill yourself, Nick.
Ouch, talk about toxic. After
It's pretty bad. Well, that is what it is, I guess.
InternetAjay brought this history up on Twitter, Tom developed a personal vendetta against him. So he made multiple videos trying to egg Ajay on. However, Ajay wasn't nearly as obsessed with Tom as Tom was with him and just ignored him.
Well, that's not true. You didn't ignore him, you little poo-poo boy.
Hurt by never getting Ajay's approval like a 15-year-old schoolgirl, Tom continued to complain but just
Harassing people is bad unless you personally find it funny, in which case film and monetize that shit.
looked like a baby. And while Ajay made even more videos and even reached the 344,000 subscriber mark.
This was odd because InternetAjay never
It's odd because none of that's true. He constantly complained. Here's my thing. Why take it to Twitter when you could make a channel responding to it? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why people do Twitter back and forths. I mean, like, that. How do you make content out of that, bro? How do you make? You're not making money. What the fuck are you stressing yourself? So
never retaliated before, and he seemed quite serious at the end of the video. And it seems like maybe he felt like Tom Dark ruined his career and he's the reason why viewers stopped wanting to support
probably thought that
InternetAjay.
hard of that.
But regardless of the reasoning behind this, Tom Dark responded in his own video and said this.
Mad for that reason, which he never cared about before. Considering we were mutuals on Twitter, he definitely knew about that and had tweeted about it. Like previously, he knew about that, so I guess he just kind of like wanted to try to drag me down a little bit on his way out, right? I mean, is this even a real person? Ouch! Talk about toxic. And then he shows these unrelated tweets, one of which is me saying that I could beat up Leafy if we had some kind of fight. I don't really remember.
probably. I don't know. I do not look like Leafy. I'm taller than him, and I have a jawline, and I have superior Slavic genes. In a defense situation, things would be rough for the man. I am awesome. Okay.
For tweeting that, but I probably did. And one is me saying that the word incel has lost all meaning and can be reclaimed
But much like the N-word, I believe it can be reclaimed from our oppressors. Okay.
from our oppressors. I don't know why these are here. I guess he just couldn't find anything else to insert. Are these supposed to make me look bad? I feel like if anything, they just kind of make me look like funny. But the fact he even brought up any of this just shows the pure salt this guy has. Look, Jay, you're just gonna have to deal with the facts that you're desperate and cringy, and that I owned you epically in the marketplace of ideas. Okay, it's as simple as that. You got fucking owned, bro. You know, I don't regret making those videos. I think they're funny. Frankly, I would have had a lot more respect for you if you had just like, I don't know, memed it a little bit, which you did do, and like not acted super salty, which you also did. And honestly, I would even be willing to like do a stream with you and just talk about it and like have a chill conversation, because I don't hate you, dude. I definitely like you less after seeing this video, because it shows how like spiteful you are about being ribbed a little bit on the internet after you made thousands, tens of thousands of dollars actually doing that to other people. Like me doing it to you for 1 fucking second pissed you off to the point that you felt.
I guess. Do you think? I don't know if I would consider Jay's content like ribbing people. I mean, it does bring up old shit though. I did say that before, but yeah, whatever.
I need to make this dumb video. But yeah, I'd be willing to have you on stream and just like talk to you, or even just have a private conversation. But I really don't think you'd be down for that, considering how clearly mad you are. Once again, listen, I extend the olive branch, but if you won't take it, then all I can do is drop a couple olives on your head and laugh at it. You just got owned, bro. You just gotta accept it. And you gotta love how this dude tries to like big league me. Jay, in case you haven't noticed, my videos are more popular than yours have ever been. And frankly, your approval is not important to me. But making commentary videos is. Making videos about other people is. And then he paints me as obsessed with him, which is once again super ironic. And it's like, why would you even accuse me of that? Because I talked about you on the internet? Are you obsessed with all the people you talk about? I mean, probably, yeah, by your own standards.
In conclusion, InternetAjay started uploading to YouTube right at the best time where his niche was taking off. But once
and again, a lot of people were home because of the old COVID-19. You know what I'm saying?
Subgenre started to slow down in interest, Ajay decided to copy other YouTubers instead of switching up his content until
he's already copying other YouTubers. This format has been done to death, but he still do it. Same with mine. So you know what I mean? Like we're all, it's just interesting because like we're all just copying each other. We really are. It's just a cope to think that anything outside of that. Like it's a cope to think that you're not. You know what I mean? So
it was way too late. Once Ajay started to cover celebrities, it was already too late, and he'd cover these celebrities that have been covered relentlessly through the news and through articles.
Yeah, who cares? That's how everything is. Like that's how everybody's content is, you know? Who gives a shit? You know, we all do that thing. Like Bill's does it too. I like Bill's content, but you do it too. Like, look, fucking Tall Night, that's been done to death. Jalen done to death. Fast Fousey Tube done to death. Biggest YouTuber Creeps that's been done to death. Everything, all of this has been done to death. But it's okay. We like, but people like it. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like there's parallels. The issue with Ajay is that he quit. He could have keep going. He could keep going. He took a hit, and you know he should have adjusted.
InternetAjay's channel dying was due to his own stubbornness to change his content and try something new. Instead,
well, no, it's not. He did try something new. That was talking about celebrities. That was the new thing. He shifted from the internet drama to other people as well. And I think it could have worked. And honestly, the only reason I think he did it is because Sunny V2 shifted a little bit like that as well. Like he started covering broader topics. I think he covered like the dude who fucking would do wilderness content. You know, that's the innovation. Ajay should have committed to it.
Steal other people's videos and thumbnails. And when he started to get called out and lost a small amount of subscribers, he'd end up leaving his channel and blaming Tom Dark for the loss in views, instead of blaming himself. InternetAjay became the product of the people he bashed on every single video. Someone who didn't like the content he was making, but made the content because it made him money. Once the views started to slow down, he'd leave the platform. If he actually enjoyed YouTube and the content he was creating,
no one enjoys YouTube.
he would have had no problem struggling it out before finding a new video style that would resonate with his audience. And because he had another job as well, it just makes it more valid as a point that Ajay was doing YouTube just for money. And trust me, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. If you want to be a YouTuber just to make money, then do it. But don't try to bring others down on your final video. It just makes you
always try to bring others down, guys. That's all you every day in life, okay? Don't build yourself up, bring them down below you, because it's the same thing, right? All right, as long as you're above people, you're doing better. You bring them down, you're above them. You build yourself up, yeah, you'll be above them too. But it's more fun to hurt people. Just kidding. Just kidding, bro.
You look even worse than what you actually were. I struggled as well as other creators, but I tried other ways to fix my channel, and I think for the most part it worked. But Ajay didn't want to try to fix his channel or try to do anything new. And when the going got tough, he got going and left his channel and abandoned his fan base. Now, let me know in the comments below if you ever watched InternetAjay's videos. At one point, he was really, really big within the Rise and Fall community. And again, if you watch his videos, let me know if you liked him or not in the comments below.
I think he failed because of racism, guys. It's very prevalent in the Western culture. Okay, we gotta get rid of that. Ajay is a victim of racism. He would have done better if his name wasn't Ajay. Maybe if his name was AJ. But, you know, it's like one of those things where you call somebody, you call customer support, and the second that you hear it's, you know, somebody named Ajay, you're like, oh, you kind of, you know. I feel so bad for people. Some people, you know what I'm talking about, who do telephone stuff all the time. Like, listen, I know it's me, but I feel bad. Like, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'll call, and I'll call, you know, customer service. I'll have a problem, and I'll call, and I'll be like, hey, I'm having this problem. And then I'll hear that, you know, the person on the other end, you know, I hear like, I'm like, damn, you know, I was kind of hoping it was somebody that lived closer to me, you know, and I get so irritated, but like, it's always unfounded because they do such an excellent job. They always help out so much. And I'm like, damn, I always feel bad afterwards. And I feel like I just feel terrible for people who, you know, answer the phones in other countries for us. Because I'm the average guy. Imagine just being some fucking real piece of shit, just like cursing him out. Give me a white guy, screaming and crying about it. So, I'm just saying, man. I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad, man.
If you want to suggest any creators for me to check out, the best way to do so is through my Instagram DMs or on my Discord. Go check out the Discord. And
check out a creator named Proxy Page. Pretty good stuff.
Needs to get more Discord users in there because, you know, a bunch of crazy things happened with like EDP going in there. Not EDP, with BHD going in there. So yeah, check it out. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to get us closer to our goal of 200,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Thank you all so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video.
Same goal.
Imagine.
Okay, cool video.